Today I'm going to do some beam shots on my AceBeam X65 as promised. I'm sorry for the delay. It's been a little while. My bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside with this Fenix flashlight. A lot of people use, like a mag light for a control light. I'm going to take something that's pretty bright. This is the Fenix TK35 Ultimate Edition. It's 2,000 lumens, and it shoots a beam for 320 meters. For most people, this is pretty bright. What I'm going to do is show just how much brighter something like this big AceBeam is. Okay, the maximum output on this is 12,000 lumens, and it shoots a beam for 1,301 meters. Now, in my last video, this was the brightest production flashlight that you could get. And, it also had some pretty good throw, okay? What you'll get with flashlights, now, pardon my crude drawings here, but you'll get like a thrower, okay? So like this would be kind of like a thrower, all right? This would be like the beam. Or you'll get a flood type of flashlight, something like this. It doesn't go near as far, but it lights up everything in front of it, okay? This AceBeam really it really kind of did both, It really doesn't compromise anywhere, okay? Now, since my last video, they did make one that does have a higher lumen rating. They've actually got two. Right now, the very brightest is also made by AceBeam, okay? This is it's the AceBeam X65, okay? And what this has is 16,500 lumens. Now, this one only shoots a beam for 583 meters. That's not bad. That's good, okay? But it doesn't go near as far as my X65, okay? So they do have one that's brighter, but, it doesn't shoot a beam as far. So I wanted one that did both. That's why I got the X65. I knew that I'd still like it for a little while, but everybody's got their thing. So what I'm going to do is go outside. I'm going to use this Fenix light as my control light. I'm going to start with that on each beam shot, and then I'm going to use the AceBeam. So I hope you enjoy the beam shots. So now I'm out at my parents' farm. It's, kind of dark here. I'm going to go to some dark areas in a little bit, but I'm going to just start right by the house here. Going to start with the Fenix all the way up, okay? So that gives you an idea kind of what the beam looks like. I'm zoomed out. Okay, if I zoom in, there's the Fenix. Doing a nice job lighting everything up, okay? There's across the road, it's hitting the barn. Get my thing to focus here. There we go. Okay. Really doing a nice job, right? Great light, especially being this compact, okay? Good, nice bright on the spill, nice bright hot spot, okay. Able to hit some trees there in the distance. Really able to hit them. Really nice light. Great job, Fenix, okay. There's the road, there's a hill across the road there, okay. Now let's try the AceBeam. Okay, now I'm going to start with the AceBeam here, okay? So I turn it on. I got my different modes, low, medium, high. Then I hit it 2 times really fast and it goes to turbo. Then I hit it 2 more times and it goes to turbo plus. Okay, that's the type of beam you're dealing with. This is a multi-LED light, so you get the petals. So you have a hot spot in the center, you have some spill, and then you have petals from the outside LEDs. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, there's the barn across the street, or across the road there. Okay. So this is kind of what we're dealing with here. Quite a bit different type of brightness. Okay. All right. You can really see the countryside now. Okay. All right. So let's try some different shots. Okay, this is kind of interesting. There's a deer right there, shooting it with the Fenix right now. Okay, you can see his eyes. Let's do the AceBeam. Okay, here's the deer. So you can see the deer a little bit better, I suppose. Just kind of neat thing to do there. Okay, now I'm going to shoot down down some trees here to see what we can all see. This is the Fenix. Okay, so we see these trees here. Let's see if we can see anything else with the AceBeam. Oh, and here's some trees down here. Okay, so we see one tree and a couple beyond it. Okay, let's try the AceBeam. Okay, so I'm going to get the AceBeam going here. Okay. You can see a lot more trees that we couldn't see with the Fenix, because this is a lot longer beam. See all those trees down there? We couldn't see those with the Fenix, but with the AceBeam, we can. Okay. See the whole countryside. See those hills down there. Okay. There's a tree down there. Man, you can really see a long ways with this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot towards, there's a barn and some trees and a silo and another barn. So here's a barn. There is a barn, the roof across the street. There's some trees there. Okay. And there's a silo. All right. Okay. That last shot, that was with the Fenix, by the way. I didn't clarify that. Now, here's the AceBeam. Okay, there is the barn. There's a barn down there, across the street there, across the road. There's our trees. And there is the silo. Okay? You can see some trees behind there. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I'm up a little bit further on this hill in the same spot. And all these videos, all these shots, I'm gonna start with the Fenix, then do the AceBeam. Okay, so there is across the road. There's a barn. Now there's a farm down there, and there's a hill that's usually pretty hard to get. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Okay, so you can kind of see some reflectors there. There's some mailboxes. Now there's some hills beyond here that you can't really quite see, and there's a neighbor's farm down there. I don't think we're quite getting it. Okay, so there's a neighbor's farm here, and there's a neighbor's farm over there. Let's see what we can do with the AceBeam. So this is the Fenix. Let's try the AceBeam now. Okay. So we got the AceBeam. That's across the road with the barn there. Okay. There's the barn up close. All right. Let's go up to the next part here. Okay. A little bit of haze here, but you can kind of start to see that neighbor's farm there a little bit. The hills there. A lot of haze tonight. Sorry about that. You can kind of see these reflectors now. There's a hill there with the mailboxes and some trees there. And there is the neighbor's farm down there. And I do apologize for the haze, but you can hit that neighbor's farm down there, okay? We couldn't do that with the Fenix. All right. Okay, let's go to a different spot. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to light up this road. I got my Fenix here, the TK35. So this is lighting up the road here. Okay, you can see some trees there. You can light up the silo pretty well. Light up the barns. Okay. And I'll get a longer beam shot in just a little bit after this one. Okay, so let's try the AceBeam. Okay, now we're in the same spot. We got the AceBeam. Okay, there's the silo. There's the trees beyond the silo. Just see a lot further with this. Okay. Now I've turned around. I'm on the same road. I've turned around, and I'm going to start with the Fenix. Okay, and I'm going to try to shoot a beam for about a half mile. Now this isn't going to work with the Fenix. I mean, I'm not going to be able to hit everything. Okay, but I mean, I might get close. Where I'm shooting this, there's a white barn. That's our other farm. It's a half mile away. You might be able to start to see something, okay? Now, if I go down this direction, there is a neighbor's farm right here that you can't really see, okay? And there's a whole countryside here. And if I come out here, there are some hills down there that you can't quite see with this Fenix. Okay. All right. So let's get the AceBeam to show the difference of what you can see and what you can't see from the AceBeam to the Fenix. Okay. Now I've got the AceBeam. Okay. See those barn, that white down there? That's their other farm. There's a barn there, on the right there, and then to the left there's another barn. So there's the one on the left, there's the one on the right. You can kind of see it. You can see some trees beyond that. That's their other farm. It's about a half mile from here. Okay? Now there's some hills that you couldn't see with the Fenix. Now this is the type of light, I mean, it shoots a beam for so far that you're almost going to have to use binoculars or a zoom on a camera to see everything that this can see, because it shines as far as you can see. Okay, now there's the other neighbor's farm that we couldn't see with the Fenix. Okay, there's some trees, I think, or no, those are silos, my bad. Okay, so we could not see, there's some trees we could not see with the Fenix. So there's some, again, we got these silos here. We got a neighbor's farm there. And then we got my parents' other farm down here. And all these hills. Man, this thing's getting hot. This light does get hot fast. Okay. Just a lot of light on this. Just amazing. That is a lot of light, isn't it? Lots and lots of light. All right, so as you can see, we've got two different flashlights for two very different purposes. Okay, this little compact light, for all intents and purposes, is amazing. fantastic. It shoots, it's super bright, and you can see everything you need to see. And it's not big and bulky, it's great. This thing is just a monster, okay? It can shoot a beam for further than you can see. It's brighter, it's so bright that, I mean, it's almost too bright, because on camera, the stuff up close, you can't, it washes it out with all the light. This thing is a beast. It's just a beast. And, you know, it takes a special person to really want a light like this. And personally, I love it. You might not, or you might like it too. I don't know. But hopefully now after watching this, you have a pretty good idea what this thing is all about. So thanks a lot. You know, hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos kind of like this one. All right. So thanks a lot.